Good evening, everybody. I hope you had a great day today. I wanted to come on here and make this video and talk about why we want to call out the system. What does calling out the system look like, and why this petition is for you? I just want to talk about some things that, some personal experiences that I've had and just my mindset. I want to talk about when I say that I was looking to build something for the common interest of everyone. I'm really not used to having people do things for me. And that is why I have such a great appreciation for everybody that is sharing my story, my petition, signing that petition, and everything else. I'm really not used to it. And I feel like because I've lived mostly a transactional life that, I have to do something for the people that's doing something for me. Only this time is working in my favor to, for this to be transactional, because there is something that can be done for you too, along while I'm grieving. I just want you guys to know off the top, I did use ChatGPT again. I use it a lot to be my personal assistant. And I knew what I wanted to say. I'm just working on my delivery and how to articulate certain things without cursing and, So bear with me because I'm using this. If it makes you feel some type of way, I just want you to know that I brainstorm my own ideas and I come to these ideas on my own because of the obstacles that I have to overcome. So when I'm met with something, I think of how to be solution-based and how to continue going. And one of my obstacles is that I'm seeing, there are many people that are viewing this petition, but they are not signing. And I don't understand that. I don't want to be judgmental when it comes to this. And I know that, everybody isn't going to be on my side. So I have to think about how to be a team player, how to incorporate an idea that would be great for all of us to push. Now, I want y'all to stop for a second and think about something. We fight about everything: politics, police, healthcare. But how often do we question the education system? The system we send our babies into 5 days a week, from the ages of 3 until 18, and even sometimes beyond and before. We trust the system by default, but who are we really trusting? Just because someone has a diploma or a teaching license, we assume they're qualified, not just to teach, but to shape our children. But a diploma doesn't tell you someone's moral character. It doesn't tell you their trauma, their biases, their hidden agendas, or their mental state. You wouldn't send your child down the street to Miss Annette's house. I did come up with that name. That's how you... Just because she has a college degree or can teach your kids math. So why would we send them into a school building with complete strangers and assume they're safe, prepared to nurture and guide our students, our children? Now, I'm about to make this a little personal. I've had teachers younger than me. This is when my son was in school, trying to tell me how to raise my child when they haven't even lived life yet nor had a child. I've watched a male teacher who was at my daughter's school in middle school, who was struggling emotionally, calling kids out of their names, getting into arguments with them. He had a meltdown in front of the classroom, and he was told to resign, and they moved him into a new district like nothing happened. Okay, he was literally leaving the school, calling the female students B words, and this is middle school. We never stop to think, are these people really okay? Are they healthy enough to guide our children? And let's not mention, just one more story. I saw a lady who came to school to be a teacher, and she was drunk, like she was towed up. And she said she drunk. She lied and said she was drinking the night before. She had a cup of liquor on her desk. And these are the people that are being hired. These are teachers in schools right now who have unaddressed mental health issues, who are underqualified emotionally, who are hurting kids in ways we can't always see. How many female teachers have we saw that sexually molested their students, that slept with their male students, even had children with their male students? But they're still in the classroom because the system doesn't care about who is in the role, just that the role is filled. Now, I lost my son, Shawn, in a federally funded Jobcorp program. He was supposed to be around trained adults, skilled educators. Instead, he was lethargic for 2 whole days, not even 2 days. If he left my house February 24th, 2025, got there around 12 o'clock, and they called me 11:33 on Wednesday, that wasn't a full 48 hours at all. He had less than 2 days on their premises. And then he died in their hands. And they didn't even take any type of responsibility. They never called me and said, hey, your son is lethargic. We might need to send him to the hospital. He passed away this morning. We're giving him CPR because he's not breathing. Nothing. They never called. They dropped full responsibility. Think about this. These people were supposed to help him. They were supposed to train him into a skill, guide him, prepare him for the world. Instead, they let my son die. I'm calling it out now. They let my son die. They silenced other students into not saying anything because he had 3 roommates. How in the world can 3 roommates not see something is wrong with someone? How in the world can a staff of RAs not see that is something wrong with someone? How in the world can someone conducting a classroom, giving skills assessments to students, not see that there's something wrong with someone? How can someone do an intake, just meeting people fresh off the street, and someone is sitting in front of you, falling asleep and lethargic, not understand that is something wrong and call to get help? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How does this go unnoticed without anybody saying anything? And still, even after he dies on campus, I'm hearing rumors that people are in his room the next day. You're training young adults to be desensitized towards deaths that happen right around them, and being able to sleep in the same room that it occurred in the next day. That's why I created this petition. That's why I've been updating it with not just demands for justice, but a demand to rebuild the system itself. We need mental health screenings for teachers before and during their careers, ongoing psychological evaluations, real life training in how to mentor, guide, and lead young people, not just test them. Curriculum focused on life, not just equations and standardized scores. Financial literacy, conflict resolution, job readiness, emotional intelligence, survival skills, and community accountability for who we allow to influence our kids for 8 hours a day. You know I'm not lying. You've seen teachers who didn't belong in those classrooms. You've seen schools that don't teach survival. I have to make a part 2 because I was not supposed to go off like that. So yeah, just stick around for part 2. I'm going to end this and we're going to push this